We've been told that the pinnacle of football belongs to these three, that their records represent the absolute ceiling of what a human being can achieve. But the truth is, the history you know was written by a medical error. There is a timeline where the GOAT debate ended in the year 2010, and it didn't end with any of these names. Today we step into a world where Ronaldo Nazario's tendons were made of steel, where the phenomenon didn't just chase Pelé's shadow, he ran right over it at 36 kilometers per hour. What happens when the greatest talent in history never has to stop? Let's find out. To understand, we must start at the first crack. France, 98. In our timeline, the convulsion before the final changed everything. But in this reality, Ronaldo is medically cleared and physically perfect. Brazil doesn't just show up, they dominate. Ronaldo scores a brace in the final against France, silencing the Stade de France and securing a back-to-back World Cup for the Seleção at just 21 years old. By the time he returns to Inter Milan for the 1998-99 season, he isn't a man under pressure. He is a god. In our world, that season was the beginning of the end. In this world, it is the launchpad. Without the recurring tendinitis that plagued his early Inter years, Ronaldo plays 50 games a season. Think about that. In the late 90s, Serie A was the Seven Sisters era, the toughest defensive league in history. Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, Thuram. In our world, they feared him. In this world, they are helpless. By the end of 1999, instead of lying in a hospital bed in Paris, Ronaldo is lifting his third consecutive FIFA World Player of the Year award. He becomes the first player to break the world transfer record 3 times, as Inter Milan refuses a $100 million bid from Real Madrid, a fee unheard of in the 20th century. The phenomenon isn't just a nickname anymore, it's a global brand that rivals Michael Jordan. Now we enter the lost years. In our timeline, Ronaldo spent 2000 to 2002 in rehabilitation, barely touching a ball. In the healthy timeline, these are his peak physical years. 2001, Ronaldo leads Inter to their first Scudetto since 1989. He finishes the season with 35 league goals, a number considered impossible in the tactical cage of Italian football. That summer, he leads Inter to a Champions League title, scoring a hat-trick in the final against Bayern Munich. The ripple effect is massive. Because Ronaldo is healthy, Hector Cooper never feels the need to over-defend. Because Ronaldo is scoring at a rate of 1.0 goals per game, Christian Vieri becomes the greatest secondary striker in history. Inter Milan becomes the team of the decade, preventing the AC Milan dominance we saw under Ancelotti. Then comes the 2002 World Cup. In our world, this was the redemption. Ronaldo scored 8 goals with a strange haircut. In the Dynasty Timeline, there is no need for redemption, only total conquest. Brazil enters the tournament with Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Rivaldo, all at the absolute peak of their powers. Ronaldo doesn't score 8 goals, he scores 12. He breaks Just Fontaine's single tournament record. Brazil wins every game by 3 goals or more. At this point, the debate isn't who is better, Ronaldo or Zidane. The debate is Ronaldo already better than Pelé? And the statistics are starting to say yes. In 2003, the move finally happens. Ronaldo joins Real Madrid for a world record fee. But this isn't the Ronaldo who had lost his burst. This is the athlete who can still outrun a prime Roberto Carlos. In our world, Ronaldo was great at Madrid, but he was a box striker. In this reality, he is the entire attack. The 2003 to 2004 season becomes the stuff of legend. With David Beckham's crossing and Ronaldo's untouchable speed, Real Madrid doesn't just win La Liga, they go unbeaten. By 2006, Ronaldo is 29 years old. In our timeline, he was struggling with weight and thyroid issues. In the Dynasty Timeline, he is a fitness fanatic, seeing the longevity of players like Paolo Maldini and deciding to chase the ultimate number, 1,000 goals. He enters the 2006 World Cup in Germany. This is the what-if peak. In our world, Brazil was lethargic and lost to France. In this world, a healthy captaining Ronaldo leads a team featuring a young Kaká and an in-prime Adriano. They win the 2006 World Cup. Ronaldo becomes the first player since the 1960s to win 3 World Cups as a starter. He passes Pelé's international goal record before his 30th birthday. Pelé, 1,281 goals, including friendlies, 3 World Cups. Healthy Ronaldo, 850 official competitive goals, 3 World Cups and 6 Ballon d'Ors. As we move into the late 2000s, 2 new titans emerge, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. In our world, they filled the vacuum left by the phenomenon's decline, but in this timeline, they have to face the king. Imagine a 2009 Champions League final where a 32-year-old, still explosive Ronaldo leads a resurgent AC Milan against Messi's Barcelona. The narrative changes from "who is the next star" to "can the kids dethrone the emperor?" Ronaldo's presence changes Cristiano Ronaldo's career specifically. Seeing the original Ronaldo maintain his fitness and goal-scoring well into his 30s provides the blueprint for CR7. They become rivals for the highest goal-scoring season in La Liga history. Ronaldo Nazário doesn't retire in 2011 due to pain and hypothyroidism. He plays until 2014. His final act, the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. He is 37 years old. He comes off the bench, not as a symbol of the past, but as a lethal veteran. He scores a final emotional goal in the Maracanã. When we look back at the career of the healthy Ronaldo, the numbers are frightening. 3 World Cup trophies, 4 Champions League titles, 6 Ballon d'Ors, over 800 official goals. But the numbers aren't the real story. The real story is the feeling. In our world, we remember Ronaldo with a hint of sadness. The what if always lingers. We remember the brace against Germany in 2002, but we also remember him clutching his knee in agony against Lazio. In the Dynasty Timeline, there is no sadness. There is only awe. He is the man who combined the grace of Ronaldinho, the power of Ibrahimovic, the finishing of Gerd Müller, and the speed of Thierry Henry into one perfect body that never failed him. If Ronaldo had stayed healthy, we wouldn't be arguing about who the greatest of all time is. We would simply be asking who comes in second. Pelé had his era, Messi had his, and Cristiano had his. But in a world without injury, the phenomenon didn't just have an era. He had the throne. Forever. But maybe, just maybe, the tragedy is what made us love him more. Because we saw him fall, and we saw him get back up. Even with half his powers, he conquered the world. Imagine what he would have done with all of them. Was he the greatest ever? Let us know in the comments, hit the like button, and subscribe to join our journey through football's ultimate what-ifs.